Hey y'all, I came out here to clean out my chicken box and I decided to throw some hay in there because they love it. They have so much fun when I throw hay in there. And they're just like, oh boy, she gave us some hay, she gave us some hay. And then they kick it all over the place. See, there's a big pile. I don't know if you can see it through there, through them dang squares, but there's a big pile right there that Debbie and the rooster and straighten up. Oh well, it won't straighten up. Anyway, focus. Anyway, this is their box they go in at night. It has a door here. I can close this door. This door right here. I can close this and latch it when it storms and stuff. But this is their chicken box safe place at night. I just clean the floor out. They sit up there and roost at night on them two boards. And we put the hay in here because it is just easier. They done come in here and scratched up some of it, the young ones. But it's easy to clean out when their poop lands on the hay, and then I can just rake the hay out, and I rake it out with this little rake here and this rake here, and then I use my outdoor broom and sweep it out. And then those are the boxes, and we can access the back here is the door. Tim made a door. There's rubber mats under the hay, and I take them out, clean them off, clean out the boxes, and then put everything back in with fresh hay. That's how I do it. So that's lives of my chickens anyhow. Oh, I gotta lock it. Not like they can unlatch it or anything, but raccoons are pretty smart. Aren't they pretty? I just love my chickens. Look at that pretty girl. I don't know what to name her. Look at that rooster. He's getting big fast, ain't he? Getting big. He loves Fancy. He loves my little Fancy. And Fancy has decided she loves him. But I really don't want him tearing her back up. Ain't she cute? Look how tiny she is. Look at them little bantam legs. I know her daddy was that little bantam. But I don't want him hurting her. And she is the boss, let me tell you. Except for she won't mess with Debbie. But she'll tell them younger chickens, you better get down the road. Yes, she will. She's so sweet. Hey, Fancy, hey, honey. You want me to scratch you? Huh? You want me to scratch you? Come here. Come here. Come here. She don't want to scratch. She wants to eat that hay. They like the hay. And whatever bugs or anything they can find under it. But they also eat little pieces of the hay too. But see how she loves that rooster? See how she's hanging with him? She just loves him. That's just great. My cutest little rooster. I mean, hen. Loves the rooster I'm trying to get rid of. But I can't keep him. I got to get rid of him because he cock-a-doodles at 3 a.m. And like I said, my neighbors right there, they got a baby. And I'm sure that's frustrating. And I think that's their bedroom right there. So I really just think he needs to go. Or I can move him to the other fence on the other side of the yard there. And just put a hen with him in there every now and then. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Sipsy. You better not mess with Debbie's spot. She'll get you. Okay, we're hoping somebody's going to start going up there and laying, Sipsy and Fancy. Fancy, you got to start laying eggs. Yes, I'm talking to you. There's Sipsy. Fancy's going in the coop. That's where their hanging feeder is, whatever you want to call it. I just cleaned out their water yesterday, but I need to clean it out again. I don't like it when the water starts getting cloudy. So, I'm sure they don't care, because they'll drink the water in the mud, but that's just me. They're chickens. I mean, they got to eat rocks to digest their food. They don't care. They eat stuff off the ground all the time. That's what chickens do. Look at them. But I still like their water being clean. And I put food on the ground for them, but I also put it in the hanging feeder. That's, you know, like their auxiliary feed. But I give them, I pick them weeds out of the yard. I buy bags of kale when I grocery shop. It's just a couple of bucks, $2 or $3. And I cut up bowls of kale, and I have frozen blueberries, and I might throw a hand or two of blueberries in there because they like them. And just whatever bread, and when we have leftover stale bread, I bring it out. I share our vegetables with them. They love apples. I cut them up apples. And they love my papayas this year. This summer I ain't get any papayas. I ain't got the first papaya. I have one mature papaya plant, and it ain't putting off no flowers or no fruit, so I don't know. My young ones aren't big enough, and the way they're talking about how bad a winter we're supposed to have, I don't even know if they'll make it through the winter. So, but that's all speculation here and there. Anyway, I just love them. Look at her. That's Rambo. My granddaughter named her Rambo, the black one. I haven't named that gray one or that white-headed one. My youngest grandson, Harrison, decided that, I think he said Godzilla for the rooster. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. I think that's what he said. That might have been the first rooster we had. Granny gets confused. Anyway, he'll tell me. He'll straighten me out on what his name is. But look how pretty Sipsy is. She's getting bigger. If Fancy gets any bigger on them little bitty short legs back there, I don't know how she's gonna get around. Don't get bossy there, mister. He sure is pretty, ain't he? Look at him. Aw, I hate rooster poop. Dang it. You just pooped all over the fresh hay. Jeez. Rooster poop is gross. Yeah, pooper. Ain't he pretty? He is beautiful, though. Pretty. Pretty chickens. I'm tempted to let him out. Wonder if he'd stay in the yard if I let him out. I think I'm going to set up my construction netting, their boundary, basically, and let them out here soon. See how they all act. Anywho, I just wanted to show y'all my chickens playing in the hay. They love it when I throw hay in there. What? What is it, Sipsy? Huh? What are you talking about? If she wants something and I come out the back door, she'll start hollering like her mama. Her mama used to do that. She would holler and holler and holler for me. Yeah. You gonna lay white eggs? Huh? It looks like it. I don't know. It might be brown eggs. You looking like you got the same ears as Debbie. She lays brown eggs. Well, she used to lay brown eggs. Look at that big old fluffy butt. She got a pretty fluffy butt. That's how you know your chickens are healthy. They got clean butt feathers. Just so clean. Their butt feathers is clean. Their combs and their eyes are bright and pretty. That's how you know. Look how red and pretty his comb and wattles are. They love getting all them little ants off the bucket. Oh, I just love watching my chickens, if y'all can't tell. Fancy, what you doing? Fancy. She just walked right inside the coop door and she's just sitting there. Fancy, you gonna lay an egg? Fancy, Fancy. She's listening. Hey, come here. Come here, honey. Come here. You want to scratch? Fancy. Come here, Fancy. Come here. She's listening to me. See how she loves that rooster? That's what they do. See, he's feeding her. She's feeding him. The roosters choose a female and they'll feed them and court them and then jump on their back and squash them. Yeah. Or cause them loose feathers. I don't want Fancy beat up like that. Because look how tiny she is next to him. She got little bitty bantam legs. Her little legs are so short. I just love that little chicken. She's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go. Y'all be blessed and be a blessing when you can and where you can. Later, Gators.